Everybody, it's Lee, and let us say it for you.
Big Mike in his house, literally.
Yes. Big Mike. So as you all can see, she is still pregnant. Ain't shit changed but today. And baby weight.
For real. Oh my God. But it's okay. But it's okay. It's funny because I have a different level of impatience. It's not like, oh my God, get this baby out of me. It's stressing me out because I'm actually fine. Nothing is aching.
Lucky you.
I don't have, nothing is wrong with me. It's just continuing to be a very great pregnancy. But I think because the time is near for the child to be seen, I am just like, nigga, you gonna come out? You know, that's where I'm at. So every day I'm like, so you're not gonna come out today?
And it's funny because Micah's due date is when mine was for my daughter, but I had my daughter last week at this point. I had my kids like 2.5 weeks early. So it's like, but but even before that, I was already dilated like 3 centimeters. Micah not dilated. Oh,
her baby ain't had no space. Her baby ain't had no space. Her baby was also 5 pounds.
Me, it was 5 pounds 7 ounces.
So,
want to tell the people, Micah, what you rolling with over there? What you got? What you got rolling in the deep? Tell your baby weight. Tell him how he
2 weeks ago, he was 7 pounds and 13 ounces. God damn. So the thing is, obviously, and I did read that their weight starts to slow down after.
That's not right. I really pick up. They just be like gaining like an ounce a day or something.
No, see, they said the weight starts to slow down, and now I screenshot it. I'm not gonna look for it, but so he could. He is probably 8 pounds by now, and that's okay. That's okay. Mm-hmm. That's okay. But the thing is, me and Willie were both 7-pound babies, and we both was long as fuck. So I knew not to expect any less from this thing at all. But on top of that, you know, I'm a big bitch, so it's like, you know what? It's okay. You're gonna have a big ass baby, and that's okay. Oh, but you know what's interesting?
What?
Any woman over 5'6", they don't have certain statistics for us. Like high risk statistics, if you're over 5'6", they don't have them. And it may be because we're not high risk, or they just don't give a fuck about tall hoes. I don't know. But it's not it. I don't know what it is.
That'll never be it. Don't say that.
If you are 5'6" and over, the high risk, they gave me a piece of paper that was like, read over it, find your weight, find your height. That shit stopped at 5'5". I said, ma'am, something is, my category is missing.
But man, why you gave me this shit if it don't apply to me? See how fucking tall I am?
Yesterday I looked at a video how to get labor going with the peanut ball. This lady was like, okay, so I have 3 sizes of the peanut ball. So this is if you're like 4'7" to 5'1". This goes, a little bit 5'2" to 5'6". So ladies, so ain't no fucking ball
5'7" and up.
So ain't no ball for 5'7" and up. What's going on? So the average height of a woman is 5'6". That's average height. So it's almost like if you below average, if you above average, you don't matter. You don't matter because you're not a woman. Maybe I'm not a woman.
Well, you matter to me.
Thanks, Leah.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna write a fucking letter to the pregnant agency.
You should write a fucking letter. You should write a fucking. White people love writing a letter. You should write a fucking letter.
Just say we're less likely to blah 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 if you're over this. I just want to see my credentials on the paper. That's all. That's where I'm at. Anyway.
Well, that's where you're at with it. You're still pregnant, but you look great. And we're just patiently fucking waiting on your son to come out. Everyone is very well. I'm not frustrated. I'm with you. It's just kind of like,
yeah.
With me, I get very sentimental when it's like, this is the last something that you'll be like this. Like I do it every birthday. This is my last Friday at this age. Mia, it's your last Thursday as an 8-year-old. So in that regard, these are some of your last days as a big old pregnant lady. So, you know, like I told you the other day, you know, just soak it up, you know, rub them on up. And when the belly is gone, you do miss the belly. You know, you are, it's nice to see it out of you, you know, whatever you were carrying. But it is, you miss it there, you know, and then you miss, like, Mia used to get hiccups a lot. So like Mia got hiccups at least once a day, twice a day. So I would just always miss feeling like her little hiccup. She got hiccups all the time when I was pregnant. Yeah, so you know, little things like that. So good luck, girl. I have been in such a pissy mood these past couple days, and I can't quite put my fucking finger on it, but I'm aggravated. So
I mean, you've had a number of things happen.
Thanks. So perhaps that's why I'm just in like a pissy mood, but I'm trying to channel that energy or something, and you know, towards other things. I don't know. So we'll talk about some of that later. Yeah, that's been it. This is the first week of school back from South Florida. Well, last week, Wednesday was the first day back, and then this is like day whatever now. And it's just, I'm Carline for the first time. Mia's never been in Carline. She's always been aftercare. So she's not aftercare right now. And the Carline is like the worst fucking thing ever invented. Like, I can't believe this is the process of picking up your child from school. Like, I'm thinking, have I ever been? Yeah, I've been Carline before, but I was like on the playground until my mom came, and they would just call Leah Butler, and I would just run, you know. And in high school and stuff, I used to walk home, but it's like Carline is just so hectic. And then my kid's school is like going off because people are lining up too early, but it's like, nigga, who wants to fucking spend an hour and a half just trying to pick your kid up? It's really fucking bad. It's really fucking bad. So wish me luck, guys. I'm on the edge. You know, it hasn't helped that I've been in a bad mood. But what I've been doing is going earlier with the earlier parents, which will require us waiting
outside the gate.
Either way, you're either going to wait in the beginning to pick them up, or you're going to wait at the end in that long ass line. So I've chosen to go earlier since I can. Wait a little earlier, not too much, maybe 20, 30 minutes. And then the school is finally out, but there's less time for Mia waiting on me just outside. It's hot as fuck. So the earlier I go, the less time she will have to spend outside in the abyss waiting on me. Like, when I picked her up yesterday, she was like, "Mommy, you got here so fast." I was like, "Yeah, I've only been here for like 40 minutes." But you know,
Jesus,
waiting on her. Like, that's how, you know, early I was, but it was already lined up down the fucking block. I'm like, this ain't what God had for me. I don't think that's what he had planned for my life. So I don't know. I'm gonna go through it. Tomorrow's my last day of the week, dropping her off, and then I'm off the clock, as they say. So good luck, Manny. Manny, however, he doesn't even do all that Carline shit. This man parks across the street, walks over there and picks her up. And I told him, I said, "You're gonna get in trouble because they don't like when you do that." And so when he said, he was like, "No, I parked across the street," the lady was like, "Oh, you're a walk home, yes?" And he was like, "No, I parked across the street." Yeah, you're a walk home, right? And he was like, "Oh yeah, sure, yeah, I'm a walk home." So the lady was trying to help him out, because if you do that, they're gonna send an email out soon saying, "Please stop doing that. You're blocking up something," which I don't think it causes a problem, but he's gonna get in trouble soon. So I'm just gonna look out for it.
Is funny as fuck.
Yeah, he do what the fuck he want to do.
Gonna find a way, ain't it?
Yeah, find a way, ain't it? All right. So first up on this thing, I guess we could do a quick touch up because we've technically missed 2 weeks again. Sorry guys, it was really my fault. I went out of town. It was really 1 week, but I didn't post the episode. So it is 2.
You delayed putting it up.
Yeah, it was delayed, but it was my fault. So technically you guys are missing us 2 weeks, but you know, last time we talked, we were doing all the stuff with the baby. The baby, I haven't seen him be dropped from anything recently. If anything, I've seen things pick him back up. Like Rolling Loud is like, "Oh, we still fuck with him," because that's where he made all his, you know, offensive comments. But Rolling Loud, as of yesterday, are just like, "Oh, we fuck with the baby still, it's cool." So he's not off their list. And it was Hot 97, I think, just recently had him on a concert or whatever. And that's like the only thing that's booked him concert wise in quite some time. So he did a thank you in regards to that, and I listened to some of it. It was in the beginning of his cop car song, like a cop car. It was, you know, he did some talking or some shit in the beginning of that, so it was like a whole apology. along the lines of that, talking about just, you know, the comments he made. He never meant to offend anybody and blah, 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 blah. So it's like, he's been annoying me, obviously, just for the sake that I feel like, you know, everything we talked about in the other episodes, like say something so derogatory, and then now you're losing stuff, and you're apologetic, and then the next minute you're acting like you don't give a fuck, eating fruits all gross in the camera, and even saying little things like, you know, they trying to change me, or they trying to make me conform, and all this shit he's saying. It's like, it's none of that. It's just what he said was offensive, so whatever. But people are picking him back up, so I'm sure he'll be fine. I doubt he's canceled for real in anybody's eyes. A point I saw somebody make that was good. It was like, you know, Madonna and Elton John, you know, they jumped up so quick to say something in regards to him saying something, but they don't ever like have the same energy for their counterparts when they do some nefarious shit.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the truth. I don't know Madonna and Elton John's history with rights or whatever the fuck, but I was like, you know, that usually is the case. You know, R. Kelly and all his sick shit, yes, he's sick as fuck, but there's that other white dude that was doing the same shit, and he's still just walking around like nothing fucking happened. So there is obviously a quicker urge to jump on the blacks when we do something that's wrong. And I don't know, I never want to say we just got to understand it and deal with it, but my thing will always be, if we already know they don't want us to be great, don't give them a reason, or don't give them an out to do that. You know, if you want to say what you want to say, then you just got to stand on that shit. So it seems like he's finally, you know, turning the curve of his stuff. So good for, and Danny Lay had the baby. It's a girl. We haven't seen it yet. I'm very excited. I think the kid's gonna be cute. Anything mixed with black is adorable. So let's see. I would like to see what the little boom boom is gonna look like. It's a little girl. So congrats to Danny and the baby, and on the baby. Get it? See what I did there? See what I did? Okay. Next is Sha'Cari. Again, she's really getting on my fucking nerves. And it's so sad. To me, it's like, if poor sportsmanship was a person, it would be Sha'Cari Richardson. She's such, I don't have anything nice. Like, I cried when this fucking girl qualified for the Olympics. I was so proud of her. And to know that she is such a little shit. And then the people she wanted to get spicy with is Jamaican, bitch. Oh, I really don't give a fuck now. Okay, I really don't. Right? She got disqualified for the weed. Fine. And then she did the race, like some type of regular race. I don't think it really counted for much, but it was against Shelly-Ann and Elaine and Sharika.
It was world. It was a really good race.
Okay, so it was a thing. It was like a race. And she came last, like dead last. So I ain't even say shit, bro. I was like, well, you know, maybe she needed that to humble her a little bit. Humble who? Where? How? Humble who? So she comes dead ass last in her post interview. Please look it up because it's hilarious. She's going on saying, you know, y'all can talk all the shit y'all want. You know, I'm still here. I'm not going nowhere. So while she's talking, Shelly-Ann walked behind her. Shelly, and I was like, okay, shout out to Shelly. And it's just, I didn't mind her post interview too much, because you got to kind of hype yourself up, I guess, to go back in it. So I ain't too mad at her little post interview, but it's just everything she's done since then. Allison Felix is she runs for America. And I think she probably is like one of the most decorated, like track stars like ever. And she said something very nice about this little bitty bitch on Jimmy Kimmel or something like that. She was just like, you know, she's going to be great. She's going to be in the thing for a long time. You know, it's so hard for young athletes. Everything she said was so positive. And I don't discredit if there's shade or something, but I didn't get that out of this. I don't know these bitches personally, so fine. But it's today, what's the name? Post something. What's the fucking name again? Sha'Cari posts like a boomerang, and it's just like nice comments made on TV or something like that are basically they don't mean shit. Like, that's literally what she said. And it was like, do you want support or not? I don't fucking understand. Like, do you want people to have your back or not? Because this is a fellow track star in your field saying you're going to be fine. You're going to be in this game for a long time. Like, everything she said was positive, and you still got the negative shit to say. It's like, What is fucking wrong with you? And does she have nobody around her that cares? And then somebody on Twitter made some comment about, oh, Jamaicans, what they said, Jamaicans need to be quiet. That's why they be walking barefoot to their coconut huts. And that's how they make a living all day. I said, oh, bitch, don't worry about us being barefoot. That's why the fuck they winning every goddamn thing, because they can run fast as fuck with no shoes on. So with the shoes, bitch, we out of here. But she must have liked that. She's been liking a lot of shady comments towards like Jamaican athletes and stuff, the Jamaican track star people. And it's like, Sha'Cari, like, girl, like, I'm over her. I'm over her completely in its entirety. I don't give a fuck if she ever runs again, if she loses, if she wins. There's no humbleness of that girl at all. And my thing is, you are very good. She run faster than me, but bitch, you ain't running faster than the people you talking shit about. So what's the deal? Like, I don't think she could have beat Allison Felix either. You ain't even beating Americans. So
I feel like
doing this for?
At the end of the day, I feel like she's from Dallas, Texas. Sorry. She's from Dallas, Texas. She was raised poverty-stricken neighborhoods. It's really hard. It's really your coach who motivates you, who is your mentor, who is your confidant, who their coaches are their everything because of the homes that they come from, right? Mm-hmm. So when I think about her attitude and making herself, you know, not seem so weak, because that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it's professionalism. It's a lack of professionalism, and it's a lack of professionalism taught to an athlete. You are a student athlete first. There are certain things, certain etiquette that they teach her. She went to LSU. There's certain etiquette that they teach you, because if you're going to be a star, whether you are going to be an Olympian, whether you are a track star all 4 years, there's a certain way that you interview. There are certain things you can and cannot say. There is a certain persona, professionalism that you have to carry. We saw that when we saw a little bit of that throughout her college years, and then she fucked up. And I still felt a hint of, damn, when she did her first interview with that white lady.
She did good. She did good with those.
She did well, and it kind of, she was like, you know, you make mistakes and blah, blah, blah. So I was like, okay. But then what it seems to me, I saw a comment, where's her mentors? Where's her guidance? Where is her team? Because it's clearly that she's lacking all of that. You know what I'm saying? And so I feel like the mentality is, it's a conspiracy. Everybody riding off, oh, she black, she's the weed, blah, blah, blah. So I feel like she hopped on that train of it being a conspiracy. So she didn't take responsibility. She didn't even take responsibility for her shit since the beginning. So I feel like when she's doing what the baby should have been doing, she's sticking to her fucking story. She's sticking to her shit. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like some random fan was like, damn, dead ass last. And she said something like, I will triple your salary.
No, somebody put that a meme up, and it was like, shit, I feel like I could be Sha'Cari at this point.
Yeah, she was, I will triple your salary if you can beat me. And my thing is, that's just trash talk. And mostly that shit happens on the court, on the field, in the hood. Like, that's street talk. You know what I'm saying?
And that was fine.
She's taking her street to a new world. You're an Olympian. You're trying to be an Olympian. So there's a certain persona, and it's not about changing who you are. It's just about, you are not only talking to kids from Dallas, Texas. You're not only talking to your college fucking peers. You're talking to the world. You are a world figure at this point. And I feel like she has no guidance at all. She's acting like an unruly child with no fucking guidance, no structure, no nothing. So when she lost the race, because at first she was like, it's okay, it's all good. What she should have been saying is, I had a month off and I should have been training harder, because like I told y'all before, my starts are not good. Because you said her starts are trash, and that's why she was dead ass last. You going against people who've been racing for years. And I'm pretty sure you've been racing. Been winning shit for years. Winning gold.
Gold.
Bronze,
these are been Olympians.
They've been Olympians for years. They didn't start off in that position. You know what I'm saying? Like, first they was bronze, and then they worked their way to gold. Like, everybody has a freaking trajectory to how great their success is going to be. Bitch, it's okay to be at the bottom. You just starting. So my thing is, she has all this rah-rah, and that's what gets her through the day when she's at home. Because You got to be confident because you don't want nobody making it seem like they can punk you. You don't want to seem weak. You don't want to seem like a bitch that could be ran over. Ain't nobody gonna talk to you any kind of way. That's a defense mechanism that she's not fucking letting go. And it's very clear. And it's just like every time she talks, I'll be like, sis, just be quiet.
That's all everyone says in the comments every time she comes out with something. They say,
stop talking,
be
and it's
quiet.
like,
I think the same way we argued it, where it's like the people around her failed her because why is she smoking weed before the Olympics, right? But the logic we gave there is she gives the vibe that she obviously is gonna do what the fuck she want to do anyway. And what I was seeing in the comments is a lot of people saying things like, you know, y'all just so ready to jump on this girl. Y'all was just cheering for her the other day. I was cheering for her the day. Like, again, I was very proud. Even when she did the weed shit, I was like, that's dumb as fuck, but still very proud you did good. I don't like people that can't just, you lost, sis, and that's just it. She was constantly talking shit throughout about who she would have beat in the Olympics. And from what we see, you would have came last in that shit too. This is what we're seeing. So she constantly talks shit about what she would have done. And when you do that type of shit and don't back it up, you set yourself up for all the jokes and all the whatever. So all you can, if you're her, is come back with these comments, but people are going based off what they've seen you do now. And I've seen many people sit there and defend it. And my thing, everybody mad at her because she's confident. It's not about confidence.
Not about, she's arrogant.
She's arrogant. She's an asshole. And then it's even now she's making herself look even worse now by finding a way to like all these fucked up comments in regards to Jamaicans. Like this, it's too far. It has nothing to do with that. Like, it has nothing to do.
But you know, the world has made it that way, and they've been doing that.
But that's on her. But it doesn't matter. It's on her because she's.
But it's perpetuating the separation. Period. They've constantly perpetuated the separation. Jamaicans have won. That's it. Sha'Cari, cool. But guess what? If a Jamaican wasn't in there and it was Ethiopian, we rooting for everybody black. But the separation comes in when we keep stating the Jamaicans won. The Jamaicans won. Yes, they're representing that country, so it makes sense why. But everybody who keeps all the comments that she keeps liking, those are the people that are perpetuating this and are continue to feed that type of energy. So she's riding off of that because she ain't had shit to say about that before she got here. I can see if she was riding that shit before, but
that's
now
what somebody else said that too. They were like,
yeah, like everybody else is making commentary about that, and that's the last thing we need to be fucking doing. Once a fucking again, missing the point. Bitch, stay in your lane, do better, humble yourself. They won, they fucking won, and that's it. But this whole Jamaican, I just fucking can't. I just feel like once again, we can't stick to one problem. We gotta just add in extra dumb shit and cloud what it's really about. It's about you, it's about your arrogance, it's about your lack of taking responsibility, it's about your lack of humility, all of that. It's about your ass, not about who the fuck beat you and where the fuck they from. Like, I just don't understand why it has to be like that.
So she has a lot of people. She has a lot of people that support her still, and on the strength of, you know, being a Black woman, I'm gonna always have that there for her. Her character is her character for me. I'm over it until I see some type of just maturity in her in the way she handles shit. It's gonna always be I don't give a fuck about none of that shit for me. And what always pisses us off with that is like when it does get down to this, whatever against a Jamaican or whatever. Jamaica ain't really known for much else but being a nice island and having good tourism. I guess you could say Rastas, jerk chicken, and weed or some shit like that. But it's like even when she lost, like that's what took it up another notch too. When she got in trouble because of the weed thing, an owner of a hotel in Jamaica gave her like a free week at their resort and all this other shit. So for you to literally just have had that and come here and you find it, nothing in you says, let me just ignore this narrative that I guess fine, everybody else is trying to push, and you jump on that, it just furthers how fucking immature she is.
Yeah, that's not surprising.
Yeah, it furthers how immature she is, and it always triggers something in Jamaicans as a Jamaican, because it's just like, bruh, we don't got shit else. They don't have shit else. Like the distasteful tweet about Jamaicans walking with no shoes on, that's fucking offensive. But the bottom line is, it is what most Jamaicans have had to do. And this kind of leads into what I'm saying, where I feel like Americans are lazier than Jamaicans. When it comes to shit like this, all she's doing is reaffirming that narrative, that it's like, why would you make fun of a situation like that? These are poor people. They are poor. And they found a way to get in this field. Ignore that altogether. Ignore that and the fucked up comments and just stick to what you do. But it just makes it even more, it just confirms it even more. I feel like she's always going to be in this situation until she focuses more on important shit. Instead of finding a way to argue with everybody who, truth be told, none of us can do what the fuck you're doing. So worry about that. Focus on
and that has nothing to do with it.
Because you need to worry about. And even if the Jamaicans aren't in there, there was, I don't know how many people ran, but that was 3. There's at least 4 other people that still fucking beat you from other places around the goddamn world.
But they don't matter because they didn't win. Because that's why it wasn't brought up. That's all.
She came last. She came dead ass last. That does matter. She came dead ass last.
I'm saying bringing up the other countries don't matter because Jamaica won. That's
understood. But I'm saying this is what she needs to be concerned with. No one's gonna bring it up. It doesn't matter. But these are the things I feel like she needs to be more concerned with. Like I just need to. If you said it's her takeoff or whatever, if that needs to be quicker, fine. Then you need to find a way to do that. But I don't know. I get very sensitive when it comes to people picking on islands and shit like that, especially not Jamaica. Like, don't do that. But Jamaicans in general don't seem to care, obviously, because these bitches are Olympians. So they don't really give a fuck. They already got their goals. And all they're going to laugh and say is, we still faster than you. So that's like, it's like no matter what she says, I think that's how they take it. So it's the hats off to them. I hope she gets the help. I don't know about teams and all that. I think she needs to do a lot of internal shit before she'll even listen to a team. I mean, but to be fair,
she's not gonna be picked. Her career is over. I'm foreseeing that. I'm foreseeing that it's over. If she doesn't get
if she doesn't
guidance, if she doesn't humble herself to say then at this point, this is a self thing. If she doesn't realize that she has dug and keeps digging holes for herself in her career that has yet to start, because that was a real race that they won. She was talking about, she's like, I'll be back in Worlds, and it was Worlds, and she fucking came dead ass last. And instead of saying I should have been working harder in this month, she decided to, I ain't going nowhere, and that's cool.
Yeah.
At the same time,
that was fine. You're right. That is cool.
Yeah. So if you keep that same mentality that you can't be helped, you don't need anything for anybody. It's the same, like, I don't need a handout. Don't pity me.
Because you're like, y'all can talk all y'all shit.
Don't pity me. I don't need encouragement. I don't need people to say good stuff about me. That's going back to feeling weak. That's going back to feeling like, oh, you're just saying that just to say it. Like, you just want to have my name in your mouth. Like, all of these fucking things that she's taught about and she's known about the way people do people in the limelight, and you just want to hop on the coattail, you just want to get on the wagon that's talking about me, but whatever the fuck she got going on, unless she understands she needs help and she cannot do this shit alone, and that it's going to take more than just her fucking running. It's going to take skill and practice and talent and professionalism to a certain degree. She's not going to make it anywhere. You are going to lose every fucking time, because I know that shit is in the back of her head. As strong and as confident and as arrogant and as I'm that bitch as you want to be, in the back of your head is, if I fail X, Y, and Z, if I fail X, Y, and Z, and she came dead ass last.
Yeah.
God damn, not even fourth. I gave sis fourth.
I said fourth.
I gave her fourth against Olympians, and I think that was courteous.
I gave her
She wasn't going to be second or first. It's your first race, sis.
Yeah,
like,
I agree.
I gave her fourth. So until she humbles her fucking self, she ain't going nowhere, bro. She's still going to be trash. She need a new coach. That's
what I'm saying. It's like, who is she listening to?
She need to do something, because, or she needs to fucking listen. If you can't be coachable, you're going to fail.
Right.
That's it. That's what it's been like. I don't know.
Okay. So something I saw today, which is funny to me, it was like Daniel Caesar got canceled so fast because he was ugly. So that was hilarious. But did you know he was canceled? Why did we cancel him? Did you know he was canceled?
No, Daniel Caesar's not canceled. He's not popular.
I'll tell you why he was canceled, apparently. So apparently he was canceled because it was like 2 years ago. He apparently was like on live with like his white friends and was, I screenshot what it was saying. He was on live with his white friends and he was dragging black people in defense of a white racist, and he dared people to cancel him. He was like, I dare you guys to cancel me. And so Black people was like, boy, fuck you. And they did. And then he apparently also said he prefers white women that act Black rather than real Black women. I was like, he said this. Now this, for some reason, this doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, he give me Travis Scott.
Right. Like literally gives me
A$AP Rocky vibes even.
Yes. The three of them, same boat. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's great, Micah. So that doesn't surprise me. But it just, again, the narrative, why Black men are so fucking comfortable just publicly stating how much they don't like Black women. I don't know what the fuck.
They hate everything about our culture, bro. They hate it. They hate themselves. They hate they came from Black women. They hate that they have to be in Black skin and be a Black man. They hate all of that shit.
I don't understand why though. Like that's so sad. And then hearing there's so many people in the comments were like, yeah, we've been canceled his ass. And I was like, damn, I didn't know. We didn't fuck with Daniel Caesar. And then to hear him say he prefers white women that act Black. What? Like,
yeah, over
real Black women? Are you serious, Mr. Daniel
Caesar? Poor guy.
Poor kid. Well, Daniel, I only really like 2 songs from him. I don't know any other ones. I guess it's gonna remain that way, eh? All right. So I saw this tweet from a guy. His name is King. Well, that's his name. His Twitter handle is at Surly Breaks, I guess. His name is King Solomon on there, and he's verified. I don't know who he is. He said, "My wife always wants me to buy her flowers. I don't." Crying, laughing face, crying, laughing face. I honestly don't understand what the big deal is with flowers. Am I missing something? Okay. Reading some of the comments, it was just like, now when she get another nigga to buy her flowers, it's gonna be a fucking problem because it's just flowers. Flowers cost like $10. Somebody else is like, nigga, you can't spend $10 to buy your wife some flowers. That's crazy. And he was like, I don't buy them. I don't see what the big deal is about it. But it's like, it's flowers. You can't just. I don't understand. Like, and then some people. I didn't see anybody in the comments agree with him per se. It was like it was in the scrolls, but it's just like, is this marriage? Like this is the hypocrisy of this whole situation. It's like, my wife wants flowers, I don't buy them. Haha. What's the big deal about it? It's like, nigga, you play Madden. I don't know how the fuck you do that. But if I can accommodate and buy it for you for a special occasion or whatever, I would do that because you like it. I just feel like it's so simple and stupid. I don't understand. And for him to simply say this as somebody that's verified, which means he must be popular enough, it's like, is he dead ass?
Yeah, I was just telling Willie the other day, I said, the same, in the same breath of men saying, I don't understand Valentine's Day. I don't get why she wants to go out to eat. I don't understand why all this, I don't understand. I don't get it. Like, what's the big deal? Men and women are different. Can we just agree to disagree? Men and women are different. And I feel like whatever logic you think behind why this woman wants flowers or not, that does not even matter. What you need to focus on is the person that you love wants something and requires something to feel special, to feel wanted, to feel loved. That's it. It ain't for you to fucking understand. It's for you to do. That's just what it is. If I love going on beach dates and you hate the beach, right? We probably not gonna go often, but you're gonna take me if you know that's what I like. It's not about what you understand and why I have to be on the sand because sand is so grainy and it's be fucking bugs and shit.
That's wild. That doesn't matter
though. So at the end of the day, men are always trying to understand why women want what they want. That's not the point. I want flowers because I like them. So why don't you just buy them? I like chocolate.
Especially something that's so minuscule. That's light to get. It's motherfuckers on the curb selling flowers all the time. So my wife always wants me to buy her flowers. I don't. Ha ha. Am I missing something? Like you said, that's not the fucking point.
Not the point.
Flowers, you fucking douchebag. Like, what's
not the point? And it's not fucking marriage. I hate people do that. That's not marriage. No. That is a relationship with someone who is not listening to their partner. Fuck what? No. Goddamn. this is a couple that have issues. Do not bring the whole fucking construct of marriage into the shit.
That's what I saw writing down there. Like, bro, this is what I'm signing up for. Like, this is what.
Fuck no, you're not.
Nigga about flowers.
You wouldn't. And she was dating that motherfucker before she married him. So let's start there.
Maybe he bought.
I'm pretty sure he wasn't buying them then. Like
maybe he bought them. Then he stopped. Niggas real good for doing shit to get you and then change up. So
I feel like
in the beginning it's like, bro, I don't even fucking understand, bro. They just gonna die in like a week and a half. I mean, I can understand nigga logic with that. You know,
she settled.
What's the point?
Then she settled. Because I'm pretty sure he stopped before she got married. I'm pretty sure.
Maybe everything else is really
pretty fucking sure. Like I feel like
what if everything else is fantastic?
And figuring people out and doing things, like I said, people can only hide who they are for so long.
Oh, that's true.
That's why I advocate date a nigga for 6 months before you even shit. And even then, keep a fucking eye out. Because some shit can pop up. And even after that, you're always
and that goes with Stretch. Stretch tweeted something like that. He was just like, how do you know when people are being real or not if people pretend every day? So I retweeted it and I said, they can't keep it up.
There's no way.
If they're not being themselves, they'll change soon enough and then you'll know. And this is just, I mean, how many times between me and you have we experienced that in situations? And I hate to say it's most common with people I date, but it is, because there's not a huge reason for like a new bitch to pretend to be like, I mean, bitches do that.
Yeah, I don't pick friends that switch up.
Bitches are weird. But yeah, it's possible, but that's not where I commonly have this issue. It's usually in relationships. And sure, everyone puts their best foot forward when they're trying to court someone. But I mean, that was my thing, they can't keep it up. They can't keep that shit up for long. So they'll be goody two shoes or whatever for a certain amount of time. And then they'll be who they really.
One thing I just thought about, if we're married, I don't give a fuck what you think. I don't give a fuck what you think when it comes to what I like. I don't give a fuck.
You're right.
If we sign up for forever, I'm now at where I'm at right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna keep fucking reminding you. I'm gonna keep reminding you of what I like. I'm gonna keep bringing that shit up because I don't care about sounding like a broken record. I'm gonna get what the fuck I want out of this. So until I get what the fuck I want out of this, and I ain't gotta say shit, I'm gonna keep saying shit.
Right.
I gotta do that in my relationships because it's very small. It's very minute. It's not even that big a deal. I love you forever. I don't want to go nowhere. But you're gonna get this shit right.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a day where you're not gonna need me to lead you to how I like to be wooed or romanticized. Some people don't come with that shit. But I'm gonna be like, okay, cool. You love pork chops, gravy, mashed potatoes, blah blah blah. And I don't. And pork chops take longer to cook than chicken. Why do you fucking like pork chops more than chicken? I don't question you about what you like. I just fucking make it. Yeah. So what you can do for me is on your way home once a week, go get me a different set of flowers, dandelions, bitch. I want sunflowers next week. You're gonna get it.
I want sunflowers.
You're gonna fucking get it. And I feel like make it that big a deal. Don't let up, especially if you're married. Bitch, this is forever.
It's supposed to be.
This is forever. And
yeah, and
forever.
I think that's true. And I think it definitely depends on where you are in life and in your dating thing when you read shit like this. Because for a bitch like me that's already over it, I literally tweeted yesterday, I've decided as of last week, I'm just not going to use my vagina anymore. I'm going to just pee with it. And that's it. It's going to just be there. It's going to be like an ornament. It's going to be like a part of my body because I just can't. I just feel like I want to have hope and faith and stuff in these type of situations. But it's like, I can't explain how many niggas I know that are cheating on their girlfriends right now.
Yeah.
I can't even explain. Like, it's like, you cheating. It's like, fuck, what's the point? And then I swear I have one, I'd say maybe two that I can think of relationships. This is counting yours as one that I trust the nigga, right? But there's just so many. There's just so many that just aren't kosher. And it's like, my nigga, I don't know. I saw a post that was like, Lord, the niggas you left here for us are climbing on crates. What we got, the niggas left are climbing on crates. What the fuck I'm gonna do with a nigga that's climbing on crates?
So if we add my statistics in with yours, I feel like you don't be defeated. Cause I know like
I was thinking of the Milas, and
I know 5 couples right now. 3 of them married. 4 of them are married. And I wholeheartedly trust these niggas.
That's the part, because the marriage don't mean shit. But yes, I agree. For when I'm thinking of like the Milas, yes, I'm thinking of even Emerald, yes, and Brittany. I don't even know her husband, but their situation, I'm getting positive vibes from it. So yes, that's true. But God, there's just so many that are.
But I feel like, okay, another thing. So what you focus on, obviously, is what comes to you. Obviously, you feel like my friend Sha'Cari says, I'm fucking damaged, but I'm open, right? So she's in a situation where it's like, I want this shit, but I'm damaged. I'm bitter. I'm fucked up. He did this to me. I can't believe it. I loved him. So like, she's in that mode. And I know a lot of women who are like, I still want this shit because I know this cannot be it. These men, though, the ones that I've been choosing, cannot be the ones.
We gotta get Sha'Cari on here. We gotta get Sha'Cari.
We do. Sha'Cari's hilarious.
Because then my serious question is, it's like, then you think of you put people like me in the statistics where it's like in that type of equation where it's like, I'm hurt, I'm battered or whatever, but I still
damaged, but I'm open.
I'm damaged, but I'm open. And then it's kind of just like, then you have me where it's like, instead of spending the rest of my fucking days searching for this almost not seemingly unattainable thing, I'd rather focus on something else. And if somehow I feel like if it's gonna happen, it'll just show up and it'll make sense. Because I told you, it's a nigga trying to talk to me right now of how many, and I'm just like, my God, I don't deal with this shit. Like I'm just so turned off from it. So I almost feel like I don't want to tell people, I don't want to tell women not have hope. You get what I'm saying? Because I was the most optimistic bitch I've ever met.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
Very long time, but I'm just so over that.
But you just started dating other people other than your exes. So you don't really
it's been like,
you don't have a large pool of dating history.
But even in that little pool, look how fucked up it is. And then
people. Shut up. It's been 2 people, okay? It was 2 people, and it's not even 2 people. I told your ass you ain't like him. If you just listened to me, it would have been 1. Goddamn.
He don't even count as a problem. It's the other one that's really.
And that's what I'm saying. But
that one ain't even really the issue.
But yeah, and it didn't end the way that you probably hoped, because he is a nice guy, but he's just not your fucking guy.
Yeah.
So there you have that. That was a nice situation, just not yours. It wasn't horrible. It just wasn't for you. And I told your ass that, but it's cool. Whatever.
All right.
So like I said, I feel like when you get to the point where it's like, okay, Leah, you're still turned off. And for women who are still turned off trying to date, I'm not saying they're stopping your ass from getting a little closer to your nigga, but it's kind of stopping you because you do have it's a block there.
It's a wall. That's what I'm saying. It's a wall, and I feel like
block there.
Fair. That's not fair to whomever is trying to do it, because it's like I didn't know. I don't believe shit coming out your mouth. Just leave me alone. Try again next year. You have to just, because to me, this is me being realistic about where I'm at. I'm not in a very optimistic space when it comes to that, just based on the shit that I see people I know going through. Or
but you gotta assess these niggas too, Leah, because I wouldn't. Looking at the niggas that you talking about, we wouldn't even fucking talk to. Period.
Shay. We
wouldn't talk to them. So, bitch, please don't.
But that's irrelevant, because true, fine, I wouldn't talk to
them. The type of niggas that they are, though, bro.
But here's what I'm saying. But listen.
They're not good. They're not good.
I wouldn't know that if I didn't know the behind the scenes of some of these niggas, then I wouldn't even know these niggas are cheating on their bitches. I just so happen to know the bitches they fucking. And that's what I'm saying. I would have had no clue. And that's what's killing me. It's just the further level of deception of it all. If I didn't know these other women or whatever, then it would have been like, I would have had no fucking idea. I would have had no clue.
Yeah.
Clue. So that's what's deterring. You know, it doesn't help how I already feel. And then, you know, my most recent, not most recent, but that situation that is bothering me, that one was just so, every time I sit there, anytime it does cross my mind, I think about it, I'm like, man, that's so fucked up. Just the way it was went about, you know what I'm saying? The what? Predatory. It's just so fucked up the way it even happened. So when you have somebody like me who was already like, you niggas leave me alone, I get it, but no, I'm straight. And then I do give into a situation like that I had to convince myself to even fucking do for this nigga to still be fucking ridiculous. It's like, all right, bitch, you don't know what the fuck you're doing. It's like, I wouldn't run to go like do track and field. I can't fucking run fast. I don't know how to breathe properly. It's a thing. This is not my arena. It's not my game. I don't know how to play. And so that's how I feel. I think that's what's discouraging. It's not just the type of niggas, but had I not known, if I didn't meet who they fucking or whatever, I wouldn't even fucking know. I wouldn't know these niggas were cheating. So then it's just like, goddamn, you niggas are sick. You niggas are terrible. Yeah. That's discouraging, Bethany. I don't know what to do with it. I don't know what to do. And Stretch is talking to me. So Stretch told me, he was like, you know, mind you, I just said this to Stretch in the same conversation like a second before that. And then he says to me, you know, I feel like you have some inner things you need to get over. I said, what? I said, okay. I feel like I need to, I don't want to do this right now. Like, that's just the best summary of it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to get to know you niggas. I don't want to talk about shit. I don't want to text nobody. Like, I just don't want to do that right now. Let me go focus on something else at this in this space, because I'm just not in the space for that. So I have to get over stuff. Like, get over, damn, I can't believe this nigga tried me like this. This nigga was supposed to be my boom, 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 and he did blah, 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 blah. Like, this is still a process, and it's not in the crying and depressed phase. It's just, I can't believe this nigga, right? And then even with the epiphany that I had, or the decision I made the other day, I'm still firm with that. It's like, it hasn't been weighing weird or anything. I haven't been swayed. It's just been a situation of, damn, I can't believe you kept dealing with him after that. Like, that's where I'm at with it. So I can't believe you.
And you, yeah.
And you know, and I'm okay with that.
Beating yourself up and not forgiving yourself for
I'm good.
Certain things. Yeah, it takes some time for you.
That should take a little time.
I just want to give you my dating mentality. I just want you to take it and run with it.
You're so good at it. You're so good. The streets are missing you.
Because and I guess it all goes back to expectations. I feel like when I think about my dear friend Shamira, the expectations of her being in a relationship and how she sees it, she's surrounded by love. So she has a very different situation than you. All of her sisters are married. All of her sisters are in a relationship.
Yeah.
So it's not, she has the, I want what I see. Like, God, every occasion, every holiday, she is reminded that she is alone.
And her friends too. You got Mila. So yeah.
Right. So I feel like it's one of those things where it's just like, why not me? What the fuck is going on?
Oh shit, and lie and lie. Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like to a certain degree, all she sees is love. She doesn't see the corrupt part of love. She sees really great relationships. Like, why the fuck can I have that? You know what I'm saying? So the expectation of every date is he's the one. And we already talked about that on all the other shit. It's like, if you're expecting anything from a good time, you're doing too much on a date. That's what I think. You're doing way too fucking much. If you go on a date, have a good time, and he's like, let's go on another one. Fuck it, sure. Let's go.
How the fuck not?
Third date, fourth date, fifth date. We keep hanging out constantly. He's not the only one you should be doing that with.
Facts.
That's just what it is. And I think it's easier for your feelings. It's easier for your expectation level if you have more than one person that you're focusing on, honing in on, because it's going to come up. Something's going to come up that's not going to be compatible with you, or something's going to come up where it's going to be like, oh, red flag, or something's going to come up like, if I had to deal with this on a regular basis, could I? Is this a deal breaker? Those things are going to end up happening because that's what happens when you spend time with people. But I feel like
I
I don't know, dog.
about expectations. I think that's like 100% facts. Because the fact of the matter is, if you're not expecting this to go beyond this date that we're currently on, then there isn't really much to get yourself worked up about.
Yeah. Or even if you expect it to be horrible, don't go in with nothing. Fuck. Just
You know me, I go negative first. I like,
open mind. Oh, I know.
I
already know. So you get in your car, I already know this nigga about to piss me off.
No. But I don't do that. And on the 6 dates I've gone on my whole fucking life, I've only decided to go because I know one, I went because this nigga been on my ass for a really long time, and I was like, oh, you was always on me. Just you please go on a date with this nigga. So I did, and the date was nice. He get on my fucking nerves now, like he always has, per usual. But it's like, I feel like I'm finally getting to the point with him where I'm gonna tell him, can we just stop? Because it's too much. It's just, it's like every day.
We're not compatible.
No, he's killing me. He's it's not, who broke my suitcase? But yeah, so I think I don't go on them with a negative whatever, but I also haven't, in the most recent ones, I think this is the closest to you I've ever been in my mentality, because I haven't expected much from them either. It's just like, all right, nigga, you want to take me on a date? Let's go. Right. And we've gone and it's been fine. And it's just kind of been fine. You know, it hasn't really been, I haven't expected much from it. I've gone in there trying to see if I like him or not. Like, that's kind of been my intention. Like, let's see if I actually like this nigga. So right. I think your expectations are probably what sets you up for failure or disappointment. Yeah. And shout out to Tiara and Kiera. It's so funny that their names are similar. Tiara and Kiera, because they both come to me on their own on different times, just giving me very nice speeches about believe in love and don't let go. I was like, girl, thank you. But you know, Akira just did that to me like last week, or maybe the week before. So shout out to Key. But Tiara did this to me many times, and Tiara's been trying to hook me up with niggas too. So it's just like, you know, I want to. I just need time to process this. Maybe I'll be back in a good space. And I feel like I did. I feel like I got in the space where I was good, and then this situation with this nigga happened, and I was like, okay, I'm shut down again. Let me give me some time. I'll figure it out, and if that gets better, then I'll come back, you know. But I think it's that. And I think, guys, you should, I guess I would say both ways, but in my case, I'm speaking of guys. The guys that I do kind of tell, you know, and I'm really not open to this right now, writing me constantly or pushing it anyway doesn't serve the purpose. You're going to get on my fucking nerves, and I'm going to get rude. I don't want to do this right now. No one's asking you to wait or hover around. I'm actually asking you to go away, if I'm being honest. By me telling you, I'm just not open to this right now. I don't want to do this. And it's like, oh, okay, well, why not? I'm just not open for it right now. There's a lot of younger guys that are constantly on my ass just telling me they want from me. Sir, if I say I'm not doing this shit, I'm not doing this shit. You got to go. Right. And I'm going to start blocking people, or just, I don't want to be rude. So I feel like I'm just going to just slowly just.
Yeah. And I feel like, I don't know, thinking about dating, and it used to be so much fun for me, only because I wasn't looking for shit. And like I wholeheartedly wasn't looking for shit.
Right.
And I feel like even being hurt, and still the nigga in the back of my mind, because that's your last situation will always be in the back of your mind. Mm-hmm. You're always gonna replay it, and you're always gonna be like, that nigga got me. Fuck. You're always gonna be like that. But I think moving forward, and not even like, it's kind of like out of sight, out of mind. Like when you look good, you feel good. Going out, traveling. You're going out of town, you're going to new places, like you're just experiencing life, not even thinking about men, to be real. And I feel like I had I don't give a fuck about niggas moment, and it's not even, I don't think they're shit. I never grudged, I wasn't bitter, nothing. I just was like, you niggas is cute, but I'm good. Like, you know, it was fun to do that. Go out of town. She wanted my number. I'm like, no, I'm okay. I just swoon over me. Swoon over me. Tell me I'm beautiful. I'm finna go home and with my dogs. That was fun for me. That's all I needed. Attention. All right, I'm done with you niggas. Like, thank you. Because it's still masculine energy still feels good. And it still feels good to know, like, not that you still got it, but it's like, if I wanted you, nigga, if I wanted to give you a chance.
We've been fucking right now. No.
That's it. That's it. I could have had that one.
Could have had
I
you.
ain't want him. I ain't want him.
I wanted you. I could have had you.
So I feel like we gotta learn how to like gauge our expectations and then also heal in a way where we're forgiving ourselves for one, and then we're not even thinking about what the fuck could possibly come out of this. You know what? I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go. And then, or I'm not gonna go and leave me alone. And that's okay.
Yeah, I'm good for that. I'm good for I'm gonna go. And I think I'm there with just not wanting to deal with it, appreciating the compliments. Same thing you said.
Yeah.
Trying to be out of town every fucking day. I was just telling Cookie, I was like, bitch, I'm ready to go somewhere. I just booked a flight to go see Sadie yesterday. So I'm gonna go see Sadie for her birthday. But yeah, I'm definitely there where it's like, like I said, I just want to focus on other things. Me and niggas isn't a thing. And it's like, I hate to be so cavalier about you guys, but you know, niggas are around. They always gonna be there. It's just always,
they are.
Niggas are just always there. So ladies, I don't know if any of you guys are feeling weird or whatever. Me and Mike are very big on self-assessing. And I've said this many times. I do think some of the habits I've picked up, I've been single for like 4 or 5 years now, my nigga. I've been single for a minute. Like officially single for real, it's been like 4 years. I was dealing with one of my exes for a while. So whatever, but we weren't together. So I've been single for like 4 years now. And I guess for real single, maybe like 2.5. Because I was dealing with that nigga for a little bit. And I think you just got to focus on that. Try not to stress so much about that. And I think if you don't forgive yourself, I'm not team, the best way to get over a nigga is get under another one. I don't have that capacity, but I know that does work for some people. So I mean,
it does work.
Yeah.
Yeah, it works for some people.
Yeah.
That's how I got up for the longest one.
Yep.
I think I needed that. Sometimes you need it.
Sometimes you may need it. Sometimes you may need a new nigga to come.
You've been in a toxic 8-year, whatever the fuck. Yeah. Sometimes
you need somebody to come snatch you away because you might be too far gone. You might be stuck.
Yeah.
You might be stuck.
Shit.
Yeah, I hate these niggas. Anyway, no, kidding. Okay, do something for the blacks.
School is back. Parents, so much fun. Like I said, I feel like, I was watching some of these videos and I was thinking about bullying and I was thinking about how fucking mean kids are.
Kids are assholes.
I was thinking about going to school and like kicking a jit in the face because Amara came home and said some shit. So I feel like whatever you're doing at home, I feel like affirmations, telling your kids how much you love them, telling your kids how much they're needed in the world and they're going to make a difference. Like speak life into your kids. Cause I feel like the more that you do that, kids are going to get under their skin because they want friends. Let's just be real. Kids want friends. They have very small responsibilities just to fucking get up, put on their clothes and go to school. Very little responsibilities. But if you can fucking foster a type of environment that your kid is like, they can work through those emotional problems and they can get past when somebody doesn't like them and they can get past when someone says something mean to them. If they can work through that and be honest about those emotions and not try to hide them from you, just keep an open communication with your kids. They're back in school and fucking kids are assholes, bro.
Kids are assholes. Little kids are mean.
They're definitely mean. So mean. It doesn't matter how old they are. I've seen it all. So even your kids in preschool, those are the ones that I really hate because they don't use their words because they don't have
bite and shit
for real. So they're very physical.
They
and
bite.
I don't like that. So I'm finna knee a bitch in the head because I'm tall. So when I walk by, I'm just gonna walk by hard if I heard Amari was big. But he ain't going to daycare. It's cool. But I just feel like speak life into your kids, speak confidence, just make them feel like they are supposed to be here. Suicide is up in the Black community. Our kids are taking a lot of blows.
These kids.
It's getting crazy out here. So the kids are back in school. Try your best to take maybe 10, 15 minutes out of your day. I know y'all busy. And I know y'all got your own lives and shit, but your kids need you to be their parents. They need you to do these things for them because that's what you fucking made them for, right? I hope so. So speak life into your kids, man. School's back in. Oh yeah, and they won't. If they gonna wear masks, they gonna wear masks. They gonna come off though. I just want you to know, your kid ain't gonna wear a mask all day.
No.
Make sure they eat vegetables or at least take their vitamins. If you are scared because your kid is prone to being sick, you need to be changing the diet at home. That's another thing. All that other junk and shit, y'all need to just go ahead and add a little broccoli or a carrot, boost that immune system. Because at the end of the day, it's about their immune systems. And they're really strong right now. So you want to keep them strong, feed them the right shit, and they won't get sick as much. That is all.
All right, Blacks. My rant. Like I said, I've been in a pissy mood. And I think I know what a lot of it has to do with. A lot of it has to do with a situation I just recently not got out of, but something that I thought I was okay with something, and then I slowly started to not become okay with it.
Yeah.
It's not shocking because the old me, if you will, would have never been okay with this. So I think in the phase of, you can call it hurt or newness or discovering something, whatever, I was in a certain situation that was working for me at the time. And then I started to feel, so I was complaining to Micah and Brie about it. And I was still okay. Like, it was like half and half. Sometimes I was okay, sometimes I wasn't. The person had something to do with it, but not so much. I started to kind of figure out what the problem was. And so it's more of a me thing, And I think it's important to listen to yourself, listen to your feelings, see how shit makes you feel. Depending on how much you like somebody, or maybe how much you care about a friend or whatever, you may be inclined to overlook certain signs that you're telling yourself, or overlook certain feelings because you want to be around this person, or you want your friend to be straight or whatever. I think it's imperative to remember that if you're not functioning at the highest capacity you can, then you're not going to be any good to anybody else. It's literally kind of just that simple. And I think when my situation started to slowly fuck with me more and more and more, I read something and it said, and depending on your religion or whatever, but it's like, when God wants you to get out of a situation, he makes it uncomfortable. He makes this person embarrass you. He makes it, things get unbearable when it's time for you to move away from it.
Right.
Even though I was feeling weirdness with that situation, it wasn't the one final situation, but that was definitely just like the cherry on top. And I was like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? You don't do this. This is not you. This is not your setup. This is not the type of shit you tolerate. So you got to just get yourself out of it. So that was enough for me to decide to stop dealing with the situation. And now what I'm dealing with, per earlier in the conversation, is just, I cannot believe
the aftermath.
Yeah, I just can't believe that. And then I'm forced, what I'm noticing, Micah, I'm forced to look at the overall scheme of it. Like, in that situation this month, like last week made a year of this whole situation. And I'm just like, wow. Look, and I'm very deep thought about this shit. I'm very like, I can't believe that. So that's the phase that I'm in right now. I don't know how you guys process things, but I am very dramatic and I do dwell on shit for a while. But when I'm over it, I'm over it. I just need to get over it. So I'm very team feel whatever you're feeling. If you're mad, be mad. If you're sad, be sad. If you're hurt, be hurt. If you're happy, be happy. If you're confused, be confused. Whatever it is you're feeling, feel it. But don't ignore the feelings that you're feeling or the uncomfortableness that you're feeling, because the more you push it off, depending on how you are, it will just get worse, or it may just show itself up in other ways. I think I was forcing myself to be comfortable with something because of that interaction that I wanted to keep. And that interaction didn't give a fuck about adjusting themselves to, you get what I'm saying? That interaction didn't care. So you got to kind of think about what's more important than that. And what's more important is my sanity. What's more important is my self-respect. And that's something else too, depending on the type of person you are. For me, once I'm in a weird space, one thing about my pride is going to holler at me. I'm a very prideful person. So once that shit start, like, damn, bitch, so this is you now? This is what the fuck you do? This is literally, no one is harder on me than I am on myself. So when I started to say shit like that to myself, I was like, damn, bitch, so this is what we're doing now? I was like, no, This is not what we're doing. We can't do this. We can't go outside like this. We can't go outside like this. So I just feel like, just listen to yourself. Listen to the way things make you feel. You're not oblivious to this, but stop putting other people's concerns, other than your children or family, whatever, but stop putting the need for certain relationships, stop putting that over how it is you're actually feeling yourself. That shit was fucking me up. And I was dealing with it for various reasons. And I think that's probably one of the most hurtful parts of it, because I was open to dealing with it because I thought me and this person were on this type of level. And the more and more you dissect the situation, is like, I don't think we were ever what I thought we were. You get just on a friendship level. I don't think we were ever what I thought we were, which is what made me go to these lengths to stay in this situation, which is what made me fight for this or try to keep it so copacetic. If it was like that, it would have never gotten this way. And so this is what I'm going through my process of understanding and blah, blah, blah. And then, as Micah said, forgiving yourself, because, this situation is simple enough. Like, I think for a different type of person, this would be easy. This is nothing. Like, I was talking to somebody, like, we're both single. It was no problem, but it's just a dynamic of it. I'm not built.
No, the way that it happened, it was, like I said, it was diabolical. It was predatory.
Diabolical.
It was manipulative.
I love diabolical.
It was. It really
was. It was. It really was.
Like playing on the heartstrings of people of what they want just to get what you want. That's
exactly.
That's the part that makes
that's you a bad the manipulative. Person. That's the hurtful part, because it's just
you're a bad person.
And in that situation, had it been a random person that did this, it wouldn't
hit as hard.
Yeah, it'd be nothing. It'd just be like a nigga just being a nigga, but not in this situation, not for the extent that the type of relationship I thought me and this person had. So it's just that simple, where it's emotional people like me. So I find myself doing what Micah said, thinking like, damn, you really just did what you had to do to just finesse a bitch. Like, it's just too much. So the point is, I'm feeling weird about it, and I ignored it because I felt like I could, and it did just come to a head. No, bitch, you can't. So then you make the hard but necessary decision to detach yourself from that situation. And so I've been okay with it so far still, but I have been in a fucking mood, and that's been a part of it. And then my baby daddy been getting on my nerves too, but I ain't gonna diss him. He just called. I don't know what we want now. Me and him broke an iPad again. It's so much, school getting on my nerves, but it's a combination of shit. But I know that particular situation, it's what's messing with the emotional side of me, because I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in them. And I'm even more disappointed in myself, because it's just like, come on, sis. And Mike is very good at telling me that. I'm the kind of person that always goes to blame myself first. Okay, how did you not see this? How could you have fallen for this? And even in this last setup, I don't feel that way. I'm back to the beginning of this. How did you even believe this in the first place? Like, this is where I'm back with it. Because this last situation, like I said, there was no finessing per se in it. It's just, this is just what it was. And I wasn't built for it like I thought I was. So don't ignore the feelings that you're feeling. Don't ignore this could be your pride. This could be your gut feel. This could be your intuition. It could be whatever you call it. Guardian angel, whatever. Just something telling you this is not you, babe. This is sis or bro. This is not you. This is not a situation you want to be in. Funny enough, the Jamaican ex, right? Because they know the whole situation. They know the gist of it. They just know it. So I was just like, no, I'm fine. I just got out of a situation. I said something like that. Like, no, I think he must have asked me why or something. And I was like, no, I'm above this. Like, I can't be in a situation like this. Is how I worded it. Like, I'm really above this. I just don't want to be in this situation anymore. And he was like, facts. Like, I don't even know how to fuck you in that situation anyway. So he gave me this whole whatever. And I was like, you ain't really wanting to talk. But just along the lines of me as a person, it's like, this don't even seem like some shit you be in. So I was like, touche, nigga. So that's it. Don't ignore your feelings. Don't ignore things that are going on. And it sucks sometimes, but you'll be okay. I'm fine. I ain't cried in a long time, so I'm doing good. I did cry yesterday. I watched this lovely movie, bitch. I gotta tell you about it. It was so nice. It was sweet. That brought it out of me. I'm good.
What is it called?
I gotta find it. I'm gonna find it. It was on Netflix.
Oh, is it with that Kofi guy, that black guy?
No, it's not with his fine black hair.
Oh, he is so fine.
So fine.
Wow.
Good Lord, it don't make no sense.
He's beautiful as fuck.
I want to hug him. He's beautiful as fuck. You see him without his beard though?
He looks like a baby.
Not cute. He look like a nigga that live down the street.
Oh, put that hat back on your face.
He put it back. You said that hat? What's it called?
No. Put that hat back on your face.
Oh, hair. Let me put that hat back on your face. I was like, oh Lord. It was today, girl. Somebody ordered 2 hats today. I was like, oh God. I so long. I'm like, oh.
Oh,
no. I have to close me and Nicole down. I do not want to do this anymore. But I'm gonna make this person's hat. But it's like I kind of need to do something because the fucking website just whatever. So that's $300 and something.
Oh, so just shut it down for 3 months. That's what I just did. So when you're in like revamp mode, you just shut it down for temporarily, and then it stops the payment, and then it comes back on in 3 months. Just do that, so don't you take your fucking money and doing that with it.
Yeah, because they just bought.
They keep doing it.
But the website, it was yearly, so that's why it was purchased yearly. It wasn't a monthly. I already fucking purchased the hats. I'm like, fuck. All right, so I gotta go. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go attempt to make them. Like I'm gonna attempt to make them maybe today, maybe tomorrow. If it works out, fine, I'll send them. And then I don't know, because the thing with making the hats is I physically do them myself. So when I'm doing it, it's like making the digitized image and all that. That's just like such a drag for me. I don't care for that part. It takes me too long because I'm very perfectionist like with it. So that's why my hair takes so long. Like I'll take a bitch out and do it over and over again. So once I'm actually doing the embroidery though, and I'm seeing the design come together, there's a nice little warm feeling there about like, doing good. So I guess, but
me and Nicole.
Like look at it's one right there's 2 right. I got hats everywhere. I have so many hats. So it's like I'm gonna try to make your hat, sis. Her name starts with an S. Thank you for supporting my Black business. And you know what it is? It's because I posted Kay. Kay is one of my models. Shout out to Kay. Kay's birthday was on Kiera's birthday. Shout out to Kiera. They were on August 23rd, but I posted her and it's like, I guess everybody who follows me, somebody just saw it or whatever, and they went to click and then boom, I got to order today. I was like, fuck. This should be good news. But I don't fucking feel like it. So yeah, gonna go make hats today. Well, last time you heard me say that shit, right? Anyway, guys, I hope everyone is, taking care of themselves. COVID-wise, COVID's still being weird out here. The Pfizer vaccine did get FDA approved 2 nights ago. That is a big deal. So I don't know, that was one of the reasons why I also wasn't really team vaccine, because just for the sake of it not being FDA approved, some shit go wrong. Ain't nobody to sue, ain't shit to do. I could have just took a drug from Micah and just would have been fucked up off of it. So it being FDA approved gives you somebody to sue, I guess, if something happens. But
right,
there's that. So good luck with that. The Delta shit is still running fucking rampant. Cookie's daughter, on Monday, that was like day 4 of school, somebody tested positive in the class and the whole fucking class had to quarantine. Like they called her, I was on the phone with her and they called her. She had to go pick her daughter up. I'm going to check on her and see how it went, but the whole class had to go home. And I went to teacher and everything. I'm like, that's fucking crazy. Like, I don't know why they got these fucking kids.
They wanted them to go back so bad. So kids have the most germs.
They're disgusting.
Most things.
They're disgusting. Kids are disgusting.
So last thing, this whole vaccinate and unvaccinated people who feel like they can bully you into getting vaccinated because they've been vaccinated, or for the conspiracy people who feel like they're just trying to population control, whatever. All I gotta say is mind your fucking business. Whatever you want to do with your body,
so be it.
That's what you do. It should not be a topic. You know what? Fuck it. It should be like politics in the workplace. Don't fucking ask me who I voted for. Don't ask me if I got vaccinated or not. I feel like that should be right up there with that shit, because guess what? Voting is a right as well. And it's a choice that I can only choose for myself. I don't need you telling me what's going to happen. Where that person is at with whatever they chose, that's their fucking choice. So cut the shit, okay? Because I can't even believe it's such a discussion, because these same people who got vaccinated were the same people that wasn't for it when it first came out. They weren't. And all of a sudden, you got vaccinated, now you gung-ho. Shut up. Just
shut the fucking shit. I mean, there's Europe and Greece and all these places, they're apparently, from my understanding, a couple weeks ago, they were rioting and stuff like that because they're making it mandatory that you have to have the vaccine to even go grocery shopping, to do anything. So they're rebelling against this because it's just like,
yeah,
like what is this? Why are you do this? So that's the thing, but they're making it like you can't do anything.
I know, and I feel like if enough fucking people boycott, if enough people say, y'all keep telling me this is a choice, this is a choice, this is a choice, this is a choice, I should be able to choose, blah, blah, or even if that's not the case, I don't want to fucking vaccinate because I ain't take nothing else. Yeah. I ain't taking this shit because I don't feel like my body needs it. That is a personal opinion for that person. It's a personal choice for that person. Yeah. So if enough people, and I feel so bad for the nurses and shit, because they was riding that shit out hard before a vaccine even came out. And now these motherfuckers getting fired. That's fucked up. So if enough people take a stand and say, hell no, I'm not doing this. If enough people go on strike, enough of the right people go on strike, because we need the people who are making the economy constantly roll. You know what I'm saying? Like, no shade to, non-essentials, but we need a lot of
us. Right.
Yeah, we need a lot of the essentials to be like, hell no, I'm not doing this. I don't feel like I want to do this. I feel like it's not enough time. Can y'all give me to next year? Can I make up my mind in 2024? Like, I feel like it should be some type of stipulation. It shouldn't be now or never. You know what I'm saying? It should be when I feel comfortable doing this shit. Because a lot of people have never taken a flu shot. Me. So
even with it, my boss, I know they have to do like booster shots for it too. So she's like, she got her shot like a couple months ago. So I'm like, oh, you need to boost that fucking fast. This COVID shit is confusing.
That's what I'm saying. So if it's because it's confusing, because it's uncomfortable, because it's unknown, because it's too quick, why can y'all just let whoever? And I know this is gonna sound crazy. I'm not gonna say that. I was gonna say I'm not gonna say that because that sounds really fucking bad. So I'm not gonna say it. If people are healthy or unhealthy, they have underlying issues. Okay, if you have things going on in your body before this shit came out and you are more susceptible to the flu, you have allergies, you're more susceptible to getting a cold or getting sick and being almost out for the count and it was just a cold. You had pneumonia before, like, I get it. For you, I feel like protect yourself because your shit a little weak. But
your shit a little weak.
At the end of the day, y'all just fucking eat better. Eat more greens. Fuck, drink more water. God damn. Because I feel like, stop making people do this. Like they talking about men being sterile and women not being able to be pregnant again. I am not taking that shit. That's a possible side effect. I'm not fucking with that. I'm not done. I don't want to be done. I'm not doing it.
It's coming to the States where, again, New York announced a couple weeks ago that you can't go to restaurants, you can't dine in restaurants if you don't show your vaccination card. That fake vaccination cards seem like that scam is doing well. Bitches getting arrested every day.
So well.
I ain't gonna lie, bitches getting arrested a lot, but they out here selling fake vaccination cards. So I do think they are doing it. I definitely don't want to be the one that endangers anybody. So I'm definitely mindful of, like, my job is very particular about it. They're not forcing anybody to get it. My boss is very cautious. She's like, Leah, you don't have to answer if you don't want to. Like, this is how she talks about it, but she knows I'm not. And to even go back in our office, you have to be vaccinated to go in the office. So I said, oh, well, I have no intention of doing that right now. So she just said, okay. And that's it. But they didn't want me back in the office anyway if Mia had to go back in school, because obviously who knows what the fuck she's gonna catch and bring it. So I'm pretty homebound for quite some time. Not upset. But so I think, I agree with you. I think the overall thing should be, if you are vaccinated, great. If you're not, great. But all this back and forth and all these arguments and all this vision that's happening in between it's just so much. And it's like, if this shit is like the flu shot, when have they ever made it fucking mandatory to get the flu shot?
Mandatory.
They die from the flu a lot. Like the flu,
and people out here. A lot more people die from the flu than they did at COVID, right?
Yes.
Still,
yes. The flu been killing people for years. So it's like,
still killing people.
Yeah, the flu is still killing bitches right now. The flu is a very silent killer, but it comes through. So I think it's just, that's where all my conspiracy tingles come in. It's just like another thing to to divide us, because that's the biggest back and forth. And where you lose me is telling me people are vaccinated, or because now this Delta one apparently is so much worse than the regular one. And then there's one that's the doomsday one, and this one dropping bitches like flies. And it's just like, Lord Jesus. All right. And then the vaccines, I think only certain vaccines work with Delta, from my understanding.
That's what I'm saying. And then it's
but only one works with it, and the other one don't cover the Delta. But even if you do get it, it doesn't guarantee that you can't get it. You'll still probably get it. It's just that you still get it. But you just have more minimal whatevers or something. I know my mom went to do hers because she and I had it. We got COVID last year. She still had all the antibodies. So they were like, well, you're technically still protected, if you will, because it's still in your system or whatever. But she got it anyway because she was going to Jamaica. She didn't want to risk doing anything to my grandma. And my grandma got it, but my grandma is in her 80s. She is rather old. So I don't know. I don't plan on getting it right now. That's just my thing. If that changes in the future, then so be it. But I'm not about to argue with anybody about it. So something I do. Like I'm not about to do. And it's so much happening. There's so many, like there's friends falling out over this shit. It's family members. The homegirl of mine, she keeps getting into it with her parents about it. Like they're really hard down, upset with her because she's not getting the vaccine. But this is like a really healthy bitch. Like she only eats fucking kale. And she, she's very like that. She doesn't even take Advil. So why are you going? And this bitch is always okay. You get what I'm saying? Like when I had COVID, she was bringing me sea moss and shit. So like that, why are you even arguing with these people about this? If these motherfuckers don't put fucking Tylenol in their system, you think they better take some shit that wasn't even approved?
I don't need, and that's another thing. I don't take medicine at all. What the fuck?
Like that.
No. Like, no, bitch, don't ask me. If y'all listening to this podcast, don't fucking ask me.
Ask me shit.
Don't ask me, am I vaccinated or not? I'm gonna just fucking stand there. Y'all about to get a whole new side of me.
And the side of me is you ask me, I'm gonna say no. And then when you ask why, I have no intention of getting it right now. I'm just not comfortable with it. And then if you start to give me a speech, you're gonna get cut off. And I'm like, oh, I don't. That was just like a open. I said it, and then it's like a period. There's no more conversation after that. I don't want to talk about it. I didn't ask you if you're vaccinated because I don't give a fuck. So just
I don't care. Take care of yourself.
I don't want to discuss it. Yeah.
Take care of yourself. Worry about yourself. Worry about your family. That's all.
Period. All right. Well, thank you guys. It's been a lovely episode. Beth, it's been a delight per usual. Still pregnant, I see. For everyone listening, I'm gonna make a video. I gotta like pretty myself up a little bit more. I'm gonna make like an ad or something snazzy. But I am gonna need hosts. I'm gonna need guest hosts soon. Because I mean, though her water still hasn't broken, it will one day. So whenever that happens, I'm gonna need guest hosts. I'm gonna need some co-hosts to come through for a couple weeks. So look out for that video. I'm going to do it. Thank you guys so much for listening. Please visit us at letitsaitforyou.com. Follow us at Let It Say It For You on IG. Let It Say It For You on YouTube. And Let It Say It For You, just the you, on Twitter. Good luck, Micah. I mean, hopefully, every time she calls me, I'm like, did you water break? No. And I'm like, all right, well, what else is it? What the fuck else do you want? You need. Oh. Poor girl. All right. Thank you guys so much for listening. Be safe.